Cool. Let's see who we got. Hello and welcome to the stream. Just mucking around a little bit with the Keystep 37. Start something new and see what we can come up with. Might not be a long stream today. I wouldn't say I'm particularly feeling 100% to be honest. That's alright. Let's do 94. No, maybe not. Where are my bass patches? Yeah, I like these ones. Playing a different key. Fuck it, let's just make one quickly then. I'll find something good. Yeah, something like that. That'd be fun. So why did that not record? What the hell?
That's weird, wasn't it? Working? Oh, dude. There it is. Maybe I won't bother with that.
Oh, thank you very much, Ray. So I think what I want to do, find either the mod wheel or the aftertouch. I think the aftertouch I want to put as high pass filter, which I should be able to do. So if I go, what do I do? Never done this before. Aftertouch, high pass cut. Crank it up like 100. Oh yeah, that's easy. Sick. Then what do I want I probably want the mod wheel to be like something to do with the delay. So let's just make sure we're getting some velocity doing something. Actually maybe not, maybe that's going to be too much stuff around for the time being. I should have done that at the start. Touch to be a little bit less sensitive, so let's maybe take it down to 70. That's better. Going like a bit too crazy. So we want mod wheel. What do we want the mod wheel doing? Something on FX3 for sure. Yeah, maybe just straight up feedback on FX3 is probably the right way to go. So if we go mod wheel, FX3 parameter, yeah, that is parameter 4, right? No, parameter, oh shit, I should check that. 1, 2, 3, 3. FX3, 3. Mod wheel, FX3, 3. Crank it to like 100, why not? Oh yeah, that's crazy. Alright. I don't have any pitch bends though, so I should definitely add that. Pitch wheel. I want it to do, I guess like probably a tone. I don't want like a crazy one, do I? Let's try that. like looped once and then it's not going round and round. That's odd. Alright, I'm gonna fix that later. Who knows what's going on there. Alright, let's break it now. This track. I don't even understand what that is. Oh, that's... Hang on. Yeah, I don't need that anymore. Never got around to actually changing the root note. Is it better? Yeah, when my phone went off. Yeah, no kidding. It was like pretty funny. Was not expecting that. sync that delay too. Wrong track. Oh well, that's fine. So I mean, I'll do like a proper recording of that later, but that's something that's probably usable. So we'll call that 64. Call this 64. So how you doing anyway, Ray? What's been going on? What time and day is it where you are? Lebanon and 5 a.m. in the morning. That's crazy, man. Wow. Good morning. It's very early in the morning. I got to do mornings like that when I take my wife to the bakery to work. So, which actually, yeah, the next 4 days she's opening, so I'll be up around that time. Absolutely disgusting time of morning, but what are you going to do? So something I've been playing around with this. It's got such a cool, the chord mode. So I'm going to pull something up that uses that now. So if I get like, maybe I'll grab a synth. What was that one? Actually, but let's keep going. Oh, that could be nice. Put a bit of release on that. board mode going. Oop, there's a stuck MIDI note somewhere. What is going on there? Alright, fixed it. Oh gosh, my apologies, that was a bit much. Strum going. So if we get this locked in with the tempo, we want it on 16th. Tempo out. Let's do, yeah, 108, that's probably about right. Maybe. How fast is it? Maybe a bit slower, 100. How do I change the swing? I can't remember. There is a way to do it. Okay, I don't know what it is, unless it's in settings. Be in clock? No. It doesn't matter, I'm not going to bother now. Turn that off. So I want one fewer note. Drop the volume a little bit. Just chilling, sleep at 8 PM, woke up 1 AM. Best time to catch all the modular. Yeah, well, exactly. Yeah, I have to stream in the mornings because I'm in Australia, and so that's when I try and like catch some of the Americans and Brits who are still awake. So now that this is synced, what we should be able to do is record it in. So let's figure out what we're going to play first. That actually looped, which I wasn't expecting. Why does that have a set length already? It shouldn't. Ah, it didn't work. Why?
See you, Ray.
try that again. So record this one. Yeah. Okay, that was fun. I should stop saying that at the end of every song. I always say that was fun, and I don't mean to. 65. I need to just quickly save these patches so I have them for when I record them. Oops. So yeah, welcome to the stream. If you're in the chat, just sort of mucking around, getting some ideas down, trying to figure out the bugs with how this works. So what I've discovered is that when you bind a so like you would think, right, that you would want this on the same MIDI channel as this if you're, so like this is 2 and this is 3, this is 4. If you're trying to play one of these and then you want to record it into one of these, you want that to the same track. If you engage the arpeggiator with that, it completely freaks out. And so you're actually better off having your MIDI channels be all different. So you'd almost be better off having this just on one and then continuously rebinding for each track. So it seems to me that there's a conflict with having the transport section of this running while that is on the same MIDI channel as what this is on. Because what it's causing, and I can actually demonstrate this if I just go into a new track. I already saved that, right? Yes. If I go into a new track, so I set a synth track, I'm going to set it to 2, so that's, actually no, let's make it 3, so it's this one. And if I set this to 3, all good, right? Same instrument, no worries. But then if I have this going and I want to wow, it's actually doing it now. That's weird. What MIDI channel am I on? Huh. Well, okay, maybe it's not that. Alright, fine. Well, prove me wrong. It is very much like that, yes. So yeah, what I was experimenting with, so if we get this down a little bit, so it's definitely possible to do this because I have done it, but I haven't done it on stream yet. So you get chord mode going, and you set that to, so you should be 16 notes on 64s, and then you set your yeah, that already sounds like Final Fantasy. So yeah, so 16 notes, 64ths, and then you want this on quarters, and then you hold your, if we go up, so now it should do a chord on every single one. Which is so sick. I mean, like, that is such a useful feature. So if we play this a bit more, so we want to go strum, so we want our strums into just 16ths. 16th notes, but those are on quarters. So if I do, and then we want this in order, so I want to set a chord progression by doing it in order. So if I go 1, 6, 4, 5. Type. Let's just do it minor. Maybe crank some more notes. Yeah, that's cool as. I get it even. And then the cool thing about this, right, is you can record this. So if I have this MIDI learned, it's just freaked out. Now it might, that might be why it wasn't doing it. Aha, yes. Okay, so when you MIDI it, like, I forgot one crucial step. This can be on 3, that can be on 3, but if you MIDI learn it onto 3, that's when it freaks out. So if I unlearn it on 3, and then change this to MIDI 1, then learn input this guy. Now let's see it do it. Ooh, it's freaking out a little bit. It's like not 100%. Yeah, it's gotten better. Maybe it was just a little initial clock sync. That looks about right. So I should be able to record this. I think the resolution might be too high. Or is that this one, isn't it? Let's turn the gate down. No, because it's already a recorded gate. Okay, let's try that again. Definitely, there's like a learning curve to figuring out how exactly to get this to work. So that's only playing 2 notes now, I don't know why that's happening. Wouldn't be an issue with this. So that should be... So that's kind of working. There's definitely, like, yeah, definitely need to figure out exactly how this works. Gate? No. So finicky is right, but I think the issue is me, not this. Like, you just have to know what it. So because I set the gate to 10, that's why it was doing it. Now I've got it on gate 90, and it's doing it. So it's treating the whole strum as existing within one gate. See, I wouldn't have thought of that because that's not how I would have made it. But from an engineer's standpoint, it probably does make sense. Okay, so now you can, this is where you can make it really crazy, right? So if I now get my same pattern, get that on hold, so get this back on. Now, if I start bringing up the subdivision of the up, gets crazy. So that's nice, I like that. But now let's... So you can change the underlying up, so that's changing what your root notes are. So now those 4 notes that are the basis of the whole arpeggio up, all the arpeggios are going up, but the 4 notes that are the root notes are now changing on a random basis, which is like, it's pretty cool. And if you sort of, you know, get an appropriate, let's put some like delay on that bad boy. Let's get some tempo sync delay, it's always better. So, sync notes will be done. This might be a bit too extreme. Crazy high depth, crazy low speed. Get some width in there and some feedback. Now let's push the mix up. This will probably be better with, let's do clouds. And slow it way down. Clouds works, I'm still getting the feel for it. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so I mean that's getting into some pretty crazy territory. And then there's no reason why you can't just like check whether or not someone was at the door. Now that was the... So yeah, I've got to figure out how to turn the resolution up for... But yeah, I mean, it's definitely got potential. I just, with all things like complex MIDI, it just takes a little bit to figure out the sort of bugbears of the system, and there's definitely some bugbears in this system that I need to figure out. I think what I need to do is turn up the quantized resolution, or potentially the recording resolution of the Deluge. What would be awesome would be if, without giving up the sync between these two, that I could have them set at clock ratios. So like not just using the clock division on this, but actually have this in a different clock that's relative to that clock. And there probably is a way to do that. In fact, I could probably do that with my MIDI hub. I just don't really know where to start with it. I mean, it's this setup as is already pretty complex, but yeah, it's a lot of power, but power is nothing without control. So just gotta really figure it out and learn it. Yeah. Well, cool. Should I do one more or go and do some more much needed practice? Because basically I don't want to be digging around and stuffing around too much while I'm on actual stream, since I sort of feel that I'm under pressure to be like mildly entertaining. Maybe I'll do something new. Let's make one more thing. So let's get, so we'll start with another initial patch. Put this on 3. Chord mode off. That's kind of cool in between there. Feels like that decay needs way more fall off though. Put that up 75. Yeah, that's nice. Grab. Whoops, no, the kit. I'm not going to use the click, it's too painful. Hopefully this works. Oh, jeez, what happened there? That did not work at all. Back, undo, undo. What? Okay, let's try that again. Oh, that's right. That's the other. So yes, the really annoying thing is what I can't get to have it USB sync. It syncs to transport, which means it'll always start the ARP. There must be a way around that. There surely must be a way to disable the transport so that it doesn't start the arpeggiator when you press play on here. Because watch this, right? I press play and that starts, which is not helpful. So let's get the tempo right, and I'll just do this with the clock running. Why? There we go. Gosh. It's like I've suddenly forgotten how to use the whole thing. Okay, so I want to start it. Stop that. Oh, why did that close early? Far out. Just fix it that way. That should be okay now. Missed it again. There's got to be a way to get that a bit better too. Let's fix this sound up. No resonance. It's fine with a bit of edge. I think I like the fallback one. Gotta put a little bit of reverb on this one as well to match that. It's getting there. Oh, voice gets lost in the mix. Yeah. I probably just need to like turn and face the mic a bit more. It's tricky because like it ends up picking up me playing and there's a slight delay. How can I fix that? Maybe I'll just pull. Yeah, sorry, I'm like half talking to myself. What I should probably invest in is like the Britney mic, the headset mic, but the issue is I have a tendency to breathe weird when I'm playing. Like I sort of, hold my breath and then like breathe out through a phrase and then go like so, I don't want to have lots of like gasps and stuff on the on the recordings, but that's alright. We'll figure it out. So now I need to unlearn that one. Back to, yeah, cool. Someone's at my door. One moment. That's alright. Just someone delivering something. Only one with cat ears, yeah. Exactly. Like, gotta go full, like, Twitch streaming lord. Yeah, that's the cow effect on OP1. It's so good. Alright, here we go. Nope, still got. Should be getting pretty close to it now. Yeah. Oh dear. Yeah, sick. Alright, cool. That was fun. I said it again. I have to stop saying that was fun. But music is fun. It's not my fault. Music is fun. Alright, that is very cool. I'm saving that one. 66. Right on. Now, I need to save these two. $66. Now, if I was being smart, what I would do, and I'm surprised I haven't thought to do this before, is like, would be to actually, once I've got it kind of locked in and where I like it, jack the input from, or the output, sorry, from the Typhons, run them into the Deluge, and then record those layers in as audio tracks, and that way I'm not bound to having the Typhons set up, and I could still perform them, which is something that I might actually spend an afternoon doing sometime, is just recording all these parts in, because that would be very helpful for if I'm ever like out and about and I'm wanting to perform some of these tracks, but I've only got, like, say, the Deluge, like being able to do it with a stripped rig, so I'd lose the performance options of what I can do with the Typhons themselves, but at least I'd have the heart of it, like maybe even set up all these tracks so that they have both, so that both options are there, like have, since you can save iterations on the Deluge, have like 66, which is manual with MIDI, and 66A, which is manual, not manual, with the audio clips or whatever. But yeah. Alright, well that's a 2-hour stream, which is a good time for me to take a break and go visit my wife and get some coffee. Thanks very much for tuning in, especially you, Fias, because, yeah, well, options is the name of the game, mate. Like, I mean, I'm really, really just so excited by the prospect of what this palette contains. About the only thing that I'm maybe considering doing is having an option for bringing in a drum machine. So I have a TR-8S. Having some better performance options and mixing options for the drums would be really cool. That LXR2 by Erica Synths and what are they called? Sonic Potions or something like that. Seems really, really cool. And I would actually be prepared to potentially sacrifice my stereo outputs from the Typhons, take them to mono, just to be able to get the LXR into the mix, because I've only got 6 channels that I can work with. Oh, you pre-ordered it? Yeah, nice. Great choice. I mean, it seems absolutely bonkers. About the only drum machine I'd want more than that, and it wouldn't be for this rig at all, would be the Pulsar 23, the Soma engineering one, because that is absolutely bonkers. But yeah, I watched that stimming review of the LXR2, and you know, portable, you can save stuff on it, but it's still got, like, the layout of it just seems so ideal for playing live and being able to have parameter options and performance options on the fly without too much menu diving. There's a little bit of menu, but I mean, you're going to get that with a device that small. I mean, there's a little bit of menu with the Typhons, and I don't find that too debilitating. Just especially with the cost and space considerations. But yeah, when the stands roll up, it's going to be just living the dream, because the Typhons will be up on an angle, like up here. I can bring the Deluge down, OP1 can go over there, and then I'll have like room here for something else. Like just the last piece will fit in whatever that gap is going to be. And yeah, hopefully it ends up good, you know. But there's plenty to learn just with all this. And so many options. Yeah, it's really coming together. I've been working on this for a few weeks, because it's my sort of main rig is like a Novation SL Mark III with a Moog Matriarch, a Roland TR-8S, some of my semi-modular gear, like a Pittsburgh Microvolt, Make Noise O-Coast. I've got the other Make Noise stuff up there for when I'm doing crazy modular stuff, and I've got a DFAM up there as well for when I'm doing crazy modular stuff, but none of that is particularly portable, and it's all got like all, you know, outboard effects as well, so like a Zoya and a Bebo and 2 Avalanche runs. It's just so much cabling and so much like expensive stuff that I really can't justify the idea of ever gigging on it. Whereas with this is portable enough that I could take it and do a live show somewhere, and the dream is getting to the point where what I'm doing on a Twitch stream, I'm fast enough in the workflow that I don't have the downtime. I'm just like, I can just go make something right off the bat, get into the flow of it, build the track up fast enough that people aren't losing interest, which I can't do now. Right now I'm still slow, but I think people have more of a tolerance for it being slow on Twitch than they would if they were seeing it in like a live concert environment. Yeah, so maybe yeah, in terms of actually transporting this stuff, if I mean, basically this will all fit in a backpack, and right now I've only got the boxes for the Typhons. I will actually get some little zip bags for them, but yeah, if I can get it pretty much into like, show up at the gig with like a backpack and maybe something in your hands. You know, this has been like, because I'm a bass player in life, right? I have tried very much to get my like setup and pack up down to one trip to the car. So like I'm walking in with one lot of things and I'm walking out with one lot of things. And for most of the gigs that I do, I've got that pretty much down pat, because yeah, people don't really help you. You know, like when everyone was in their early 20s, I think everybody helped each other with like bump in and bump out. But now pretty much like all of us kind of, you know, pro guys, like we all just take care of our own stuff. So there's a lot of benefit in kind of getting your setup as small as possible. And this to me takes less time to set up than a drum kit. So it's still meeting the criteria. Like I could get this, you know, packed up and into a bag in a very small amount of time, unpacked, you know, out onto a table and all set up in a very small amount of time. And all I would need to do in terms of like sound check for the mixing engineer is just run him a stereo out off of my H6, which is like out of view at the moment, but you know, that's got a stereo line out. I just run him that and he does his thing. Yeah, I mean, people have tried to say like, oh, you could build this into like a road case, you know, do that whole like just one piece, unhook it, run the plugs out thing. I'm not sure that I would necessarily want to do that. There may be a benefit in it. I mean, if I was busking, if I was street performing, I think that would be a really good idea. But like as it is, just with, I like at the moment that things are really easy for me to pull out and use individually. I mean, the OP1 comes in the car with me pretty often. Actually, one of the Typhons comes with me in the car pretty often as well. It's awesome that with the Typhon, it's got its sequencer in it and all the effects. And so you can run it off like the cigarette lighter in your car if you have the USB thing for it. And just have like a pair of headphones and just do like a little sound design jam. Something I've been meaning to do on stream for a while. And I could even just do it now because I have batteries now. I was going to do it last time. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to grab my pocket operator real quick. So, I haven't even opened the batteries yet. But yeah, so, well, actually I should do it to this camera. There we go. Pocket operator. Just got to get the batteries out for him. I had this in the car a week ago, a couple of weeks ago. just while my missus was doing the grocery shopping, and running the pocket operator through it because it's going into the signal path. So where it is in the signal path is going into the VCF and the VCA. So the filtering applies to it, and like the effects apply to it, and whatever envelopes you put apply to it as well, which is so bonkers. So like you could just have that stuff all set to be wide open, you know, for whatever reason, so you wouldn't be using it in conjunction with like the Typhon oscillators or the Typhon sequencer necessarily. But it's really fun if you do, because it gets absolutely crazy. So now what I need to do so that I don't blow your head off, because I need to unplug something. So I'll turn off, I just kill the level for this. And I should be able to unplug this and unplug this. So I need you. So let's do this into this one since it's closer. And there's actually a external in sort of a patch you can start out with. So, oh gosh, that could have been disastrous. I mean, that's already bonkers, but let's, alright. So drop that out. Let's go to a regular, nope, back load. Okay, just do an initial. I don't know, maybe I do want to do it from that. I'll do it from this because I don't know how to configure it. So that should be right. Set that to 120, set this to 120. There he is. So I can add saturation. Get some sync happening. So what you haven't heard is where it starts to get really crazy. So when I bring now the VCO back in, so I just need to get some notes happening. Takes a little while to get going, but it's like I mean, that is, to me, that's just bonkers. Like, that sounds so good. Yeah. So like, oh, hang on, that's light blocking. I didn't even see that. I haven't been looking at the screen. That is like absolutely ridiculously good fun. And I mean, that's battery powered. That runs off a cigarette lighter. When I discovered I could do this, I did it in the car. So I'm sitting in the car, like with these two things just balanced on my lap, one USB running to the cigarette lighter, just going absolutely crazy. And it's so much fun. Like, if you got even just good enough doing that, you could prepare like a whole show. I mean, with all your patterns and pattern chaining and everything else, I could get 45 minutes out of that. Easy. If you've got the Rick and Morty one, you should be able to basically do that. Because it's got one channel of the PO-32 as the drum kit, so your channel 16 is it's a monophonic kit of the PO-32 default kit, and it will respond to, stop me if you already know this, but it will respond to being loaded up with kits the same way that the PO-32 does. So, and then you can even have like your voice like synth samples and stuff on there as well. So it's like, it's pretty cool. You've definitely got options. Yeah, I can't believe how good that sounds. Like, as soon as you start adding saturation and like being able to have those envelopes firing off against the PO-32 as well, like the sound just opens way up for where it sounds initially. Yeah, I mean, and it would have been even faster if I'd sort of, had it in mind that I was going to do it, and like pre-configured a sequence, pre-configured the, basically just had it set up ready to go. You'd just be able to like plug it in and fire it off, and it would sound hectic, really good. But yeah, okay, that's definitely me cooked for the day. So I got an extra 20 minutes out. My back's starting to get a bit iffy, and I should go check the letterbox and go visit my wife. So thanks for hanging out, man. Are you on one of the Discords? Like, should I be recognizing you as somebody that I know? Because I only posted the link for this in a couple of Discords, but maybe you just wandered in. Oh, cool. Hey, Bob, how are you, man? Like, Bob is in Bob S from from my Discord. Awesome. How are you, man? You should have just said that from the outset. I didn't know it was you. Yeah, awesome. Oh, well, thanks for hanging out, man. Like, it's so much more fun to stream when you've got like at least one person in the chat, like engaging, and then also like helping out with just kind of, how are levels going, how are things progressing. But yeah, awesome. All right, I'm going to leave it there because I got to download it and then start uploading it to YouTube, where all of the chat will be gone. And so it's just like I'm just talking off camera to somebody who isn't there. But all right, awesome. Well, thanks. There's a few other people in here too, which is great. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And yeah, hopefully see you again tomorrow.